From the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel, this is Wake Up Weather.
Good morning. We have made it to Wednesday. We have made it to the middle of the week. I'm Kelly Rawson here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. We're live at 6 a.m. Hopefully you are up and at 'em, but it is another morning that you are probably tempted to hit snooze because we are still gloomy, still cloudy and overcast sky out there. However, the difference now is we are starting to dry out. Temperatures will be very comfortable and we will be feeling certainly like fall for the rest of this weekend. We have some drier days ahead, so I will explain what you can expect for the rest of the week as well as your weekend forecast. But let's go ahead and talk about what is going on right now because like I said, still looking and feeling a little bit gloomy out there. But over the last few hours, we have been dry. Any sort of shower activity has moved well off to the south and east, but clouds do still linger and they will linger for much of the day. Now we do have some sunshine on the way, but we are going to be off to a little bit of a gloomy start. Not really a great rain chance for today, maybe a stray shower. Otherwise, we're going to be mostly dry for today, but for this morning, we're looking at some patchy fogs. It is a little bit dense in some locations, especially around and east of Interstate 65, but otherwise not a big or widespread problem. No fog advisories in effect, but just give yourself maybe a few extra minutes. However, it is not raining out there this morning, but there is a little bit of fog settling in as we are still dealing with some moisture out there. But you can see here in Lawrenceburg, reduced visibility down to about a mile or two. Temperatures and dew points close together, so that is the cause of that. Winds are still out of the south at this time, but should be shifting to out of the north here before long. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if we already have winds blowing from the north. I'll show you winds here in just a moment, but again, reduced visibility out there, so give yourself a few extra minutes to arrive to your destination. But not dealing with rain this morning. We are dealing with that fog though starting to settle in, and it will become a little bit thicker over the next hour or so, so just keep that in mind and give yourself a few extra minutes. Like I said, we are looking at downtown Pulaski. Again, we can see downtown Pulaski, so we are in relatively okay shape, but still that fog starting to settle in, especially in those low-lying valley areas and rural areas. Still seeing a slight reduced visibility over into Florence and Lauderdale County. Good morning to you tuning in from North Alabama. Winds there out of the north about 8 miles an hour, so I do think everybody's seeing those northerly winds already this morning. That will work to keep us on the cooler side, not only for today, but for the next few days. Temperatures across the region are in the mid to upper 60s in the Rocket City, looking at 70 degrees this morning. Everyone else in the 60s, and we are feeling okay. Still, again, off to a gloomy start, a little bit muggy out there still, but more refreshing air is on the way. But yes, here we see winds are completely out of the north everywhere, blowing about 5 to 10 miles an hour, maybe gusting up to 15 miles an hour in some locations. So we will be having a little bit of a breezy day. Those winds out of the north will work to keep us in the 70s for today. Now we are going to hold on to cloud cover for the morning, mostly cloudy to overcast. Again, we are dealing with a little bit of that fog this morning, but otherwise, as that fog gets on out of here, we will reveal a mostly cloudy to overcast sky heading into this afternoon. Still clouds around, but you can see we're starting to see some breaks in those clouds. We will see a little bit of sunshine by this afternoon. Temperatures in the mid 70s for southern middle Tennessee and upper 70s to maybe some lower 80s down there in North Alabama, but we will still have that wind out of the north blowing about 10 to 15 miles an hour, so it will be a little bit of a breezy day, ushering in that clearer air and some cooler temperatures for the evening. We're already down into the low 60s for southern middle Tennessee at 8 o'clock. We will continue to get cooler than that. We are talking temperatures in the lower 50s for your Thursday morning, maybe even some upper 40s in those low-lying sheltered valley areas in southern middle Tennessee. So a very cool night is in store. You will probably be needing a light jacket for your Thursday morning and Thursday afternoon. Going to be cool as well. We say in the lower 70s for our high temperatures. So definitely feeling like fall for your Thursday, feeling comfortable and feeling refreshing. Mostly sunny, maybe a few clouds around, but we should be dry for your Thursday. And in fact, we are going to be dry for the rest of the week and into the weekend. Some clouds passing through from time to time. Otherwise, really calm weather for the rest of the week. So be sure to enjoy it, especially with any sort of fall activities that you may have. Can't rule out a stray shower today, but really not looking likely. Same story for Thursday. I think we should be able to remove those rain chances here before long, but that is what we are dealing with in terms of rain chances. Not much. And then we are dry for the rest of the week and into the weekend. If you're heading out to the bus stop again, It's just a little bit of fog out there, so for your morning commute, just give yourself a little bit of extra time. We are cloudy, but we are dry this morning. Temperature starting off in the mid 60s, warming up into the low to mid 70s for this afternoon. Again, maybe a stray shower, but we are looking relatively dry. Temperatures warming up again, not very much, but we will get up into the mid to upper 70s for today. Clouds, though, you see start to erode, and we see a little bit more sunshine as the afternoon progresses, clearing out to a mostly clear sky, getting close to sunset. By the way, last night's sunset was absolutely gorgeous. Check out our social media page to see all kinds of photos from the rainbow that formed yesterday as well. But for today, again, maybe a few morning showers, but I'm really thinking we stay dry for today as much of the moisture is getting on out of here. Clouds will eventually follow suit as well. Partly cloudy for your Thursday as we are dry, lower 70s for Thursday. So again, feeling like fall for your Thursday, even Friday, very comfortable, mid 70s, low temperatures in the 50s for the next several overnights. So we are going to be feeling much more refreshing during the overnights and temperatures comfortable during the afternoons as we stay mostly sunny through the rest of the week and into the weekend. Temperatures this weekend very comfortable in the upper 70s to lower 80s. That's a check at your local weather forecast this morning. Again, cloudy to start. We will see a little bit of sunshine by the afternoon. I'm thinking we stay mostly dry for today as well as tonight. Can't completely rule out a stray lingering shower. Otherwise, we are nice and dry through the end of the week and into the weekend. I'll be back at 8 a.m. with your next weather update.
You're watching the Tennessee Valley Weather Channel.